Listen. Okay, what? Listen. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at.
Got him! Yes, welcome to Hood Talk. Welcome to Hood Talk. This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with Miss Bella, ready to get the show started.
The lovely Miss Bella. That's my nickname, Lovely.
Okay. Okay. The lovely Miss Bella. Let me do the intro again. Yes, this is Hood Talk, featuring Mr. Know-It-All and the sidekick, the Robin to the Batman, Miss Bella. Hold on, let me hook you up.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
What's up, Nina? Up in his house.
Hey, Nina. What's up, chica? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hood Talk.
Tell you black folks.
Happy Juneteenth. Rocking our t-shirts and everything. Juneteenth. Hey, we in here. I got my earballs from Shundazzle, Mr. Know-It-All, rocking Kimberly Belaya with Velocity t-shirts. Show your shirt, Mr. Know-It-All. Hey, say it with your chest. Say it with
my chest. Yes, I got my June t-shirt. June. Hold on, let me move my mic. In my June t-shirt.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Emancipation Slavery Day.
What's up, Shannon?
Hi, Shannon. Shannon said, what's up, everybody? But hey, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, the information is beginning to scroll across the bottom of the screen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Hey, I was out there today. I was hustling for you. I was telling people to look you up. Let's talk about it. We want to talk about this thing what we're out here celebrating today. But getting started on this subject, hey, we want to know, Juneteenth, have we really been freed from being enslaved? Let's talk about it. So we want your insights, your inputs, your 2 cents, your 2 dimes, and a half a nickel. Whatever you want to give, we want to talk about it tonight. Juneteenth, have we really been freed from being enslaved?
I wonder.
I think that there are so many things that we have become accustomed to that has enslaved us as people. You know, like one thing, what we talk about, going to school. You need to go and get your education so you can get a good job. They don't tell you about the debt that you may incur if you don't have the money to pay for your education.
Right about that.
So you're being enslaved to the Department of Education for the next 30 years, like a mortgage. You have a debt before you even get your house.
Now you came real with that one. That's some real talk because
it's some true stuff. It's true stuff.
We don't look at the underlying costs because we spend our best earning days making institutions rich instead of making ourselves rich.
That part. We're not knowing it. But yes, you are so right. Like one time, Mr. Know-It-All, I remember you were out here promoting a way to get a trade or education on something without spending a lot of money. And I commend you all the time for that because that was such great insight for men and women. And it wasn't just for men. You were promoting women to do this too, and I think that was great.
Right. Computer
So they wouldn't be
classes,
enslaved to student loan.
computer classes, all kind of cake classes, and all
Yeah.
kind of stuff, going on. Like we don't realize it sometimes, but it's a lot of stuff that go on that we can be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't do better because we don't know better.
Right, right, right,
But
right.
when you know better, let's do better. That part.
That part. Sound like a winner chicken dinner to me.
Oh, okay. Chicken today. Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little chicken.
Yeah, just don't get too much of it. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. What's up, Rhonda? Up in his house?
Hello, Rhonda.
And what's up, Miss Kimberly Batch?
Yeah, Kim moved in slow, but we already gave this shout out for your t-shirts. Well, good evening to you too. Happy Juneteenth. But Kim is a young lady that makes Mr. Know-It-All t-shirts, make our t-shirts, our pillowcases, etc. Hey, and I already called out to Shondazzle, Miss Wendy Friday on Instagram and Facebook for Voluptuosity t-shirts and apparel. For your t-shirts, want your t-shirt, look them up. Happy Juneteenth.
Yep, 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 yep. Don't forget, don't forget. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How they said it's time to get the show rolling. What we talking about today?
Hey, number one, there's another way. We're being slaved. And that's not just women. People think about human trafficking, they're thinking about just females. There are men out here that's being trafficking as well.
Yeah, giving up that booty.
Whatever they give up is still happening.
Uh,
Rhonda said, Kim, I must have been texting the wrong number, Kim. I wanted a shirt for today. Yeah, the city of Jackson was out there doing their thing today. They was having a Juneteenth celebration. And hey, if you're in the city of Jackson, be a part of things, that's on a positive note. Miss Kim said, can you bag up, sir, so they can see your
I
t-shirt?
I had I had my shirt on blast today. We already showed all our t-shirts. I just, all that good stuff.
She came in a little slow. We had gave you the props from the beginning because we are excited about this day, period, and the shirts. We promoting this black thing, before we weren't able to even promote any type of business.
She apologized. She changed her number, so it wasn't that you were texting the wrong number.
She changed her number.
It's the number.
Can we just all get the number?
Man, how these folks changing up? Okay, my bad. I don't change numbers. You lose money changing numbers.
That
I
part.
don't change numbers because you lose money changing numbers. See, one thing I can say,
What that is.
the reason a lot of men have longer, better businesses sometimes than women because women change their numbers a lot.
Well,
Maybe I got, I got, oh yeah, I'm getting my business together, this and that. Next year, they got a whole different number. Man, gone with it.
Rhonda said, I figured I didn't call. I should have messaged you, but I was so busy watching my bathroom get redone. Okay.
Uh-oh.
New walk-in tubs and showers and stuff.
Yeah, she getting jacuzzis put in and stuff.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. What was that? That was the bubbles in the tub.
I don't know. I'm just doing. Some background wasn't there? You never put a good background picture on the
Oh, you sure did. You slipping.
thing. Oh, that what I did, huh?
You slipping, sir. You slipping.
I
Uh-huh.
hey, a player.
Mm-hmm.
I changed companies. It would have cost more to keep my phone number. Huh? Oh, oh no. They don't. You can't be charged to keep your number no more. They passed a law a couple of years ago that you can keep your number forever. Your number you got, you can keep it forever.
Well, no, if you break the contract, no.
What you mean?
Like if you are under contract with somebody.
No, you don't supposed to be under contract. If it's your number, you're not under. No, I'm just.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're under contract, sometimes you probably have to pay your way out the contract and everything.
You could keep your number forever,
Forever, ever.
forever, ever.
Oh, okay.
Let's get into this slavery thing. Um, today I think slavery is more of a mindset than reality because we are able to do so many things than we could before, and I think these days it just take hard work. And I think not pointing fingers. Sometimes you got to point more fingers at yourself than you can at anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't get out here talking about your bills and stuff. We ain't talking about no phone bills. Yeah, so real. but but yeah, yeah. I just think you you good, Rhonda. I'm just fucking with you. Okay. um, I just think when we turn around and um, we think about slavery in a whole. I think um, I think we keep ourselves because we can be enslaved by not changing our surroundings.
Yeah.
If the people you're around, if the people you're around ain't helping you get money, ain't helping you think about money, ain't helping you focus on the money. I mean, sometimes you just around the wrong squad to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if they dreams, when they dream in the morning, let me tell you something. When you're around the wrong people, when they come to get more, when it come to the evening, if you around somebody in the morning and all they thinking about is 2 or 3 o'clock when they get off or 5 o'clock, and all they can think about is getting a blunt and a beer. They ain't the type of people that gonna get money.
No.
So when you're around people that really want to get money, I mean they don't look at these I can't wait to get off type that them ain't wait to get off type people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People that's satisfied where they is, that's the waiting to get off type people. So you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we look around and we say that we want certain things, but we really don't because we would put in the hours, put in the work to get it. Like a lot of people, if you ain't working but 40, 50 hours a week, you don't really want much. And I'm just gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? You want to be, in whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? You want to make
Wait a minute. Wait, say it again. If you're working.
you want to maintain and did it, but you know what I'm saying. But that's maintaining when you want to just work enough to get your paycheck, this and that. You still want your 2, 3 days off every week and this and that. You don't really want a whole lot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because a person that want a whole lot works a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
So give me an example. So say for instance,
I
if
I,
if
gi- I give you this example. I got you. Okay, I got a cousin, and he got dreams, aspirations, and he got a full-time job where he goes and he works a full-time job. But when he get off, his job, he go to the country, mess with his tractors, clean his land. He do other stuff all that weekend and stuff. Take the boys out. He don't just take the boys out to just four-wheeler ride and stuff like they four-wheeler ride the land, to mark the land, to feed the horses, to do stuff, to keep the business going and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So so I think um I think I think when you really want more, you kind of go extraordinary to get more. You know what I'm saying? Like people who want more don't have one hustle. They have two, three hustles. They do this and then they might do this and they find two, three different ways sometimes to get money. People just all right, kind of good where they at. They got their little job or whatever. They put in their hours. They get their time off. They enjoy their family life. They enjoy, living paycheck to paycheck or whatever, whatever. And they good. They got their insurance. They feel like they got a stable job. But people who really want more. And you can't stop them from having, it's the same thing when I used to be out in the street. You always had a dude that, yeah, I'm gonna put it in street terms. This is this is this is a true story, but the names have been changed to protect the innocent. So we just gonna say a dude named Rob.
Rob,
Okay,
okay.
okay, Rob. He used to be on the corner. You got a dude named Rob and a dude named Jerry. So Rob and Jerry used to be on the corner, and Jerry used to be on the corner two times longer than Rob. And he used to be out here, man. I'm talking about hustling, making money, all this and that. But only thing about Jerry and Rob that was different, Jerry had habits. Jerry was on the corner, but then he ran to the club. He smoked his weed. He drank his beer. He tricked off on the girls. He threw his money in the club. He had all these type of things. But see, when Rob hit the corner, Rob got his money, and when he left the corner, he went to somewhere else to try to get figure out how to invest his money and other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So as it looked like, it always looked like Jerry made more money than Rob because Jerry was always on the corner, always hustling. But Rob was the one making better, sound decisions when he was on the corner. He didn't blow his money. He didn't waste his money. He made his money and he went off and he looked after it a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So a lot of people would think sometimes we look at a dude because he got the gold chain, he sit on the corner, he doing this, what I'm saying, this what I do, player, this and that. But we don't look at all the outexpenses and all the other stuff he does when he's on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So we always got to look at this and we got to, sometimes turn it around and realize um, you know, it's it's always different between people that really want it and the people that kind of want it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You kind of want it because if you wanted it so bad, you wouldn't let it go so easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get it, and soon as a person is on the corner, I remember a dude. I remember a dude I used to call him a super hustler. He'd get out there $50 or $100 that morning, and he'd have $1,000 by the end of the day. But the next day, you don't see him half of the day because he done went shopping, and he done shop half his money. Then he come back and he get him a $50, $100 double up and do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? So it's going on what you really,
What your
you
motive is.
know, yeah. Some people desire to go out here and get money just to flaunt at the club or do, make themselves feel look like something, look like money. And some people want to have money. Let's cut down on some of these. What's name? What Richard said on this
Okay. Richard said, Rhonda, sorry for for interrupting in your comment. I sent you a text message. Please try and reply back.
time. Okay, he might be talking about. I don't know if he talking about Run didn't put her phone up there. He might be talking about Kim.
Okay.
Kim the one put her number up there, so he might be
Okay.
talking about Kim. Okay, go ahead.
The truth seeker said, no, we have not. I was just saying the other day, I no longer celebrate Juneteenth. We are still in a very bad condition as Black people. What to celebrate?
Right. I get it. I get it. I mean, we in a bad place. Come on with it.
The truth seeker said, I celebrate my own progress, but as far as a collective Black race celebration, no, we've been going backwards, not forwards as a people.
And you know what makes it so bad? I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
We got
but what can we do as a race to go forward? What more can we do as a race? I know a lot of times we go and we try and do things to move ourselves forward. But are we moving ourselves forward for our own gain? Or we are considering our race as a whole? Like, do people actually think about the culture that you're involved in? What do you do different that would make your race move forward? And one thing I can say about you, Miss Know It All, I think you have a platform that allow the culture to be woke up or to be um, educated on things. And this is a place where it can be discussed on things that we can do as a whole to move forward. So I wouldn't say that this is a selfish place. We include everybody, both men and women. You know, although sometimes we feel like you're beating us up, but sometimes the stuff be true. But who want to admit their faults at all times? We're not gonna do that. But I'm just saying, this is a place here on Hood Talk where we can use this platform to help promote our culture, to wake up and be exposed to things that we're involved in. And some things may help us to do better as a whole with our culture. Richard said, Kimberly Belial, sorry for interrupting in your comment, but I just might want to stop by and say hi. And if you're reading the content, it would be lovely friending you.
we going. I think he was just talking to Kimberly.
Yeah, read that. Your boo is looking for you. Richard said, what's up? You won't answer his text. He know how to reach him. So Kim, accept his friend request and stop ignoring Richard.
I think he thought he was getting that run there in a minute. Okay.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, okay. Can we move on from the human trafficking? Yeah.
You got to throw it off. Forced labor for incarcerated people, for one. That's where it started, right? Because I read in a study, I think it was like 2 billion a year that they make from incarcerated people, that they make them do labor for low pay or no pay. So the country's making this money because you're incarcerated. They're making you work and do these jobs and tasks that you would normally pay a regular person a certain amount of money to do. But the incarcerated people are doing this job to help our country grow, but it's forced labor. So people feel like because you're behind the bars that you don't have no citizenship of anything, no base of income because you're incarcerated, like you're supposed to do this. That's one. That's forced labor.
Yeah.
So if you get incarcerated, just know you will be a part of that thing.
That thing.
That thing.
Do I? Okay, my bad.
There's some stuff coming out your mouth tonight. I don't know what's wrong with your lips over there. They
You
know.
know they be talking about that thing. If you ain't got that thing, do I? Okay, yeah. But what we talking about now? Enforced labor. Well, one thing I can say about that, you know, I think I think Walmart is a forced labor institution. I think Nissan is a forced labor institution. The reason I say that is when I think about Walmart, I think about all the small pop and mom stores I grew up seeing all around here, and how Walmart closed down a lot of the mom and pop stores and the little people that used to make it here and there, um, and kind of shut it down with what big corporation really can cut everybody out a good price, cut the prices out of. Because I look at it today, we eat food even when we go to our little restaurants, whatever. You know, all the people, a lot of people that own the businesses and run a lot of business, they go and they shop at Sam's and Costco's, and all they do is buy the same food we buy and double and triple it up and sell it back to you, cook it and sell it back to you. And the same people now, us, we don't want to cook our own meals. We done got lazy. We don't want to wash our own cars. We don't want to make our children wash our cars. We want to take it to the detail shop. I mean, the craziest thing to me is to see a lady that got 3, 4 children and 2, 3 boys, and you sending your car off to a detail shop to get your car washed, and you got a whole crew at there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, just thinking about it like that. And even when you think about probably, having 3, 4 boys at the house and paying somebody to mow your yard, it just sometimes it don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason we have these kind of you know lazy daily kind of kids is because you know mothers don't put their foot down a lot to make kids step up and clean the room, clean the yard, mow the yard, stuff like that. Because I've seen grown mamas, grown children, all at the house. And I seen them get out the car, trash all over. I done seen them walk past all the trash, past the garbage can right there, walk in the house. And I mean, not even to tell the kid, pick that up, put it in the garbage. I mean, not even that much. You know what I'm saying? And I just think we as a people in this culture, we care about Jordans, we care about styles and, you know, dressing half naked, but we don't care about being clean, taking care of ourselves, not walking outside looking like who who there and what had for, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, we didn't got to the point that we don't care about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And I think we got to get back to caring again. Real talk. What's up, Latasha? Up in his house, up in this
Hey,
point.
Tasha.
Yeah, but I just think we got to get back to caring, and I think this slave mindset is kind of trickling down where the kids are kind of feeling lost. I mean, and I think it's getting to the point that this next generation is going to be a challenge. It's going to be a real challenge on what can they be, because we got a generation right now that's a serious high generation, or get drunk, or do it, live like a punk rocker or something, have fun, this and that. And it's bad when you see, you know 10, 15 people, at a house, and you know and the yard dirty. I mean, it would take 5 minutes for 4, 5 people at a house to just everybody just grab something, throw it in the garbage can, and clean up for a second. And I just think we ain't even doing the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we ain't doing the bare minimum.
But if it's not in your nature, a lot of times, if you're not exposed to things, I've seen people, I'm at their house and their kids just toss paper on the ground. I mean, on the floor. But if you don't instruct that child that that is not something you're supposed to do, that's what they're going to continue to do. When you finish your meal, if you're not dining at the table, even if you are, but if you aren't, when you're done with your food, go and dispose of your plate and clean it. People used to having dish dishes full in the sink, and then the first thing they say is so and so day to wash the dishes. It's so and so day. Why would you have to do that? If you know it's dirty, wash it. If
Yeah,
you ate from it, why not clean it?
yeah,
So some people are not accustomed to a lot of things, so they just don't do it. Like me, I have a phobia because when I was young, my father used to say, he don't go to sleep with dishes in his sink. So if you ate from it, you clean it. If you lay in it, you make it up. You know, see, those were things that were instilled. But if you don't instill these things in children at a young age, they get older and it follows them into their adulthood. So picking up paper, some people walk across a piece of paper. I was actually at a store today. Somebody tossed a cup under their car and they bagged up over the cup. So I just picked the cup up and I put it in the garbage. But I'm like, the same thing that I did, you could have just gotten out and put the cup in the garbage instead of tossing it under your car. But it's just like, what you're exposed to. What you do is what you do. And it's just okay because people don't address those things. They don't teach children anymore. Like, not all. I'm not saying all, but a lot of people don't.
yeah. I
Do what
agree.
you do better.
I agree. I just think we done made it to a place that it's sad to say, but a lot of people just don't. They not taught how to really. I don't think I don't think people are getting taught a new way to survive. Survival.
Survival?
Survival is survival is a hell of a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think I think our kids and some of our people are not just taught to survive. I mean, like when I say survive, let me break it down.
Yeah, elaborate, please.
Kind of how I mean, like say kids ain't taught to how to, you know, like how to, deal with the, police and mature way, how to deal with other people in a mature way. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm watching grown people not being able to deal with other grown people in a certain way. So how can they teach the kids when the grown people are snapping out and
Are battling with each other.
yeah, or drinking, hollering, and just acting a certain kind of way that's just lady, unmanly like. I mean, and then you wonder why the kids kind of look at you, kind of sideways because I don't think I don't think kids respect us as a whole, as a generation anymore. I think the kids are looking at us now saying they trying to tell us what to do and they don't have nothing. A lot of people ain't got nothing trying to tell kids what to do. Looking around, watching, their mamas move house to house every 6 months or a year, no stability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's a form of slavery, not trying to have stability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not trying to have a stable, home
Environment.
or environment. You know what I'm saying? How they say living off the land, living day for day, living like you're fishing every day.
Mm. Debt bondage, bonded labor. And like I was talking about earlier,
Um, Marcus, get this person out of here, please. Uh, I thought he was out of here. I mean, well, y'all got to look. Um, that's probably the only thing I think. Um, um, you had to. Can't, that's why you can't put your number out there. Can't tell your business out here because folks watch. Okay, you got to think about it. We all over the internet. Don't forget to like and share. We all over the world, and you got people all over the world looking in and all this kind of stuff. And I think we got to realize that we got to be a little careful, this and that. But I mean, like if I see any
spams.
rude, no, I'm saying rude comments or anything like that, I will get people out of here. But I don't just, you know, throw people out, just because they
He was just being honest. He interested.
nice.
Comment. He may want a business deal. You don't know.
Yeah. You know, I think he got a little suit on his picture. Oh, okay. No, but I mean,
You don't know. We know you're gonna find out for us.
yeah, he got a little suit on his picture. I had to get a close up on his picture. But yeah, yeah, but Rhonda, yeah, I will pay attention to all that type of stuff. I do pay attention because I do when people really are spamming real hard. I
Well, at
do.
least he was okay. He was apologetic in the
Right,
beginning.
right.
I'm sorry for the interruption, but he needed a commercial. That was just a commercial break, Rhonda. We're back to the segment at hand.
Yeah, sometimes people get on here and want to play, you know, because the internet is something else. Okay, come on, debit. What that mean anyway? The debit.
Debt bondage, like we talk about with school. You are being exposed to gaining your education, and then you become bondage in your debt.
Yeah.
Or you go out here and you be exposed to these credit cards that's going to help your credit,
Ooh,
Dead bondage. You're
Capital One.
bonded to the labor
Oh,
of working.
Capital One
Anyone.
took a lot of people down through there.
Capital, credit, Wells, all those ones.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I've never. Let me see. I've had. I think one credit card my whole life. And I think that was a Lowe's credit card or something. I ain't never had no regular credit card. I mean, and I got it. And I don't use it. I mean, it just something I don't do. I'm just not into that. But what we got? What we got next?
Descendant based slavery.
What
Like
is that?
some things that comes upon you is because of your forefathers, the people, your parents, your grandparents. These things maybe you take on and you may be the help, which is something that happens in the South. You have these children that start to work at this place or with these people because my parents used to work here. Or you move this certain type of way with this job because this is something that my parents did. So you be caught up in this descendant style that this is all I need to do. Just like in seasonal,
Go ahead.
like the gin. The gin, I don't know if it's cotton or what, but it's seasonal job.
Did you do that or did it did this? Oh, I wasn't
Yeah,
checking
right
that.
here.
Oh, oh Lord, what happened? Oh, okay, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, like the gin is a seasonal job because your daddy did it or your mommy did it. You go and you work this same type of place and being bound to this particular type of job or just be limited to this type of work. So it's a lot of people that does it that way.
Yeah,
So
I can see that. I can see that because I think, but I think like parents. I'm gonna tell you, like a lot of parents try to mold their kids to be a certain way sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes parents see something at work and then they want to give it to their kids and let their kids work, work it.
mhm,
And I think sometimes kids don't understand what they got until they leave. See, because I think we in this world, this dream world, where oh yeah, you can make it big. All you gotta do is go out there and try. You can be a singer, you can be whatever you want to be, and people don't even realize, you know, the percentage of you becoming a millionaire is a better percentage of you getting hit by a bus sometimes than certain things you would coming in unless you got a very high drive. See, a lot of people don't realize you got to have a motor, an unbelievable motor. See, a lot of people don't have that motor, but they have a dreamable mind. They want to dream this stuff, but they don't want to put stuff in action. You know what I'm saying? It's like that person that's sitting back smoking weed, talking about, you know what, man, what if we did this and did that? But then all he gonna do is pull it back to his lip and he gonna think of something else smart to say, but he ain't gonna never act on none of it. You know what I'm saying? So he might be the smartest person around, but if he never act on it, it's just a dream. A dream is, you know what I'm saying? A dream is just a dream
yeah,
until it's put to action.
child slavery.
Well, you are on the. What's up with the children? And what child slavery around here? Come on, then.
Let me tell you, I was a child slave. My daddy used to call me from outside to pass him the remote.
Hmm?
No, but child slavery is like when a child is explored for someone else's gain.
Like the Hollywood stars be adopting these kids and stuff, and then putting them to work in their yard, and then they have them working for them for 20 years, and then
Yeah,
sometimes they try to pass along some of their millions to them after they done worked them out.
right. They move these children in and adopt them to be their free nanny or whatever for the rest of their lives. Then they have these children to marry these old guys to bear their children, and they just be a part of a domestic slavery. That's what it turns into.
What? I, I guess I never thought about it on that tip there. I mean, like, I remember, like, even what's old boy that played what is his name? The popular dude. Him and the lady, Angela, something, Alara, I don't know, Angelina or something that was married to the
Brad Pitt,
yeah,
Joel.
they had adopted some kids and
But they just adopted children.
yeah, but I heard they had them working, on their property. I mean,
Hmm.
like, I think that's what I'm saying, like adopting children, and then I
You
think
got you some in-house maids that you're raising because
I think,
they're fostered to you.
yeah, but I think they do leave them a little bit for later on, like once they get 18, 19, 20,
Mm-hmm.
type
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
do
that.
both.
Yeah, because if you get a child, basically, if you get a child, you 45, and you get a child, and you deal with them 20 years, you can afford to leave them some millions when you leave because you're 65, 70, you gone. And the child can, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, can have enough, might feel like they was a slave, but I mean, can have enough to make it for the rest of their life.
yeah,
You know, it's like, it probably still maybe better than
mm-hmm.
you. Is this every time you put something on? Every time.
Man, my hand just touched and my phone's sensitive because it's
Every
unlocked.
time,
You need to
man.
put a lock on it.
You need to just stop touching your phone during the show.
No, it was on the. I just touched. My hand is moving. I was typing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like, why
So
is
who's doing that?
I don't know. It's not me. I don't know why that thing doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that. Nah, I bet you I'm gonna know who gonna mess with it again. Let's see. Just, yeah, I kind of like this side a little bit. Oh, okay, but yeah, but I don't know what's going on with the show thing today. I don't know what's not that. I guess the powers that be messing with us today. What you think?
I'm not sure, but I know it's not me.
No, it's not me either. Let's boy, let's go. Let's get out this child slavery.
I mean, but that leads to the next thing: forced and early marriages. A lot of times you be pushed into slavery because you decide to give up the cookie.
Why is Juneteenth all is it all about slavery? No,
What do you think it is?
see. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, well, I was thinking, let's, talking about this. I kind of wanted to, let's get deeper into this thing. Like life in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, I think we all, I think, we all feel a certain kind of way about society that sometimes we feel like it's not fair. We not getting our fair share. We need our reparations. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff. I'm a big component about $350,000 a piece. Um, no, no, no. They came up with a calculation.
I understand, but where are you going to get that from? Do you see how hard it was for the black farmers to come to a settlement? I think they only gave them 250,000.
Wow. I mean,
But just like in life, generally, just speaking,
mhm,
there are so many things that has been introduced that we all become slavery to. Just like normal. If we just talk about our normal life, when we wake up in the morning, what do? We wake up, we get going, maybe take our baths, wash our face, brush our teeth, eat our food. So that's where it began. We are prone to being exposed to eating a certain type of thing, and that's what you eat. Pork, that's bacon in the morning, pork chops for lunch,
mhm,
steak for dinner, type of things that you're being prone to of meat eating.
mhm,
We're exposed to this, so we're caught up in these things of habits. So our habits can enslave us to lead us to a life of being destroyed. They don't tell you about having this much intake of this particular thing can be harmful for anybody, not just our culture. That's why so many people in our culture, you have more black cultures now. I'm hearing of people having cancer that I've never heard like that before. People on that. I was just speaking with a nurse just yesterday about how many people are being put on kidney dialysis machine because the doctor has told them that their kidneys are failing. But she was telling me, she was like, just a walkthrough visit, just the doctor just to show up and say, how are you feeling today? Are there any issues? Do you have any concerns? $6,000. You put a person on dialysis, $32,000. So it's like they're gaining money, and then people are just taking the first opinion. Your kidneys are failing, you have to get on this machine. So people are going that way without having second and third opinions because we're part of this culture and they feel like this is just what's happening. And that's how I even feel in the reason of my sister when she passed away. She wasn't sick, anything, no signs, anything like that. But because they told her your sacs are failing, you can't breathe. But you're talking, but you can't breathe. So a lot of times we fall to whatever is what somebody telling us. So we be enslaved in what we're taught. And so if you don't educate yourself on things, we'll fall short on a lot of things. Yep.
yeah. Yeah, I think, what does, I know you've been out today, among the celebration. What do Juneteenth mean to you?
Well, actually, before I was one of the ones that got the day off for it, I didn't even think anything of Juneteenth. Although I've heard of it, it never been brought to my attention. Within the last 10 years, I've been hearing people talk about Juneteenth. And I think it's just like a celebration like 4th of July. or May Day. Like Mississippi Jackson, they have a May Day. Like it's a day people get together and celebrate. So I never really just took time and look into it to see what it is. And now I hear I'm in the 2023, but actually I heard of it in 22, like to be honest, because it was being promoted that our president was fighting for this particular day to be a a federal holiday or whatever. So in being so, that's what made me go and look into it. That in 1865 is when they start promoting the end of enslavement. The emancipation for enslaved. Meaning they're gonna put an end to the control of people that were slaved in. But before then, I didn't hear anything about Juneteenth. Just to be honest, because it wasn't anything that was being exposed. It wasn't anything that was taught in history. This isn't something that I heard of, like to be honest. So now they're promoting it more so now than ever.
Okay.
So had you heard of it before now? Like
Um,
before these
yeah,
days?
yeah, I heard of it, but
Had you looked into it?
truthfully, with me, I kind of I live on the other side of it. I kind of really don't get caught up into holidays a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of I try to live my life where I choose my own kind of holidays. Stuff
Hmm.
that I want to do. I feel like when you can only do something when somebody give you an off day or allow you, it don't feel real. It's like say somebody in jail, right?
Hmm.
And you in jail 23 hour lockdown, and in an hour they let you out in the yard. Okay, being out in the yard, you still in jail. So really, you know what I'm saying? It's still control. You understand it? It feel like a controlled environment. So I'm the type of person I feel like, if I want to go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and take a mini vacation or chill or whatever, I feel like, you know, you you shouldn't have to wait till the weekend. You shouldn't have to wait till Friday to, have your day, a day off, or, you know, or to ramp up to the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to live my life a little different when it comes to that. I don't want to feel like it's certain days that I can be free.
Well, before, they used to always talk about in school time when I was in school, like high school, they used to say the Emancipation Day.
Mhm.
But I didn't know that Emancipation Day was considered Juneteenth. But before Emancipation, then it was called Jubilee. You remember they used to say Jubilee Day. So I didn't know what Jubilee Day was. So now they changed the name to Juneteenth. Independence Day. Now they just took away the Independence Day because they have 4th of July as Independence Day and they want to keep that day. So they just took part of it and just says Juneteenth, which is the June 19th. So it's the 10th of June, but the 10th can be the 10th or the 19th, but
Like it don't make me feel no freer. It
right,
just
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. It doesn't. Nothing about this day make you feel nothing like that. Nothing about this day make you feel nothing like that.
yeah.
Yep,
What else you got?
that's what I got. So we talked about Juneteenth and like, are we really free? Do you think that we are free as a people,
I
as a
know.
culture?
I don't think when I think of a people, I think white, black, Mexican, was not. I don't think none of us free. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the elite controls a certain what's name. It don't matter. Even if you become a millionaire, they still got a level of control. Millionaires. I remember when Fred G. Sanford died. I remember when Sammy Davis Jr. died. I remember a couple of other, well known black actors died, and they took all their money. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
they took all their money, and then said they was broke and stuff like that. Even with Michael Jackson, this that they went and called themselves buying some of his assets and this and that. But they claimed that he was, broke. They kind of ran every because they ran Michael Jackson. Remember, they ran him out of America. His last days, they had ran him out of America before he had kind of came back to fight some of the stuff.
Mhm.
He had went cross seas and had children and all kind of stuff. So I just think, a lot of um, people that should have been rich, the DMXs and all this, they was taking. They said if you make $1 million, you know what I'm saying? You owe the government half of it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
it's like the unfairness, you
How
know.
you gonna win from it?
Yeah, how can you win from the unfairness that's around? You know what I'm saying? So I just think life has been so unfair to, you know, black people in general that we just surviving. And I just think we're not getting no better, and I don't think it's gonna get any better. And I'm just sorry to say that. It just don't feel like it's gonna get any better. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's sad because when you look at it, it's like you pray for it to get better. But how can it when it seems like the people are getting worse and worse? Like our city of Jackson, we go from 80 murders to 120 murders to 150 murders. And hell, these folks really running out of people to shoot. They just running over people now.
Mhm.
They running lights and running,
Don't care
the
nothing
stuff.
about it. Nothing about it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think, with all this, new police stuff coming, I think it done kind of scared black people a little bit.
What with the Capitol Police?
Yeah, with the Capitol Police and stuff like that.
So,
But
do you think that's an insanction to give people fear of something with the Capitol Police, or do you think they're actually here to help our city police take care of everything? Because I am a Jackson resident.
to me, I think um, JPD had lost his way a little. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they lost their way a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, I think when Capitol Police came in, they came in and they supplied something that Jackson didn't have. Afraid factor. I think we had got to the point that we wasn't scared of police no more. Fuck police. You know what I'm saying? I think when I saw people driving and running lights and running like, I seen little old ladies running lights. it
It's
just
time
got
to make a
ridiculous.
change then, huh?
When you just see everybody running lights and everybody driving fast. Oh man, one time I was driving a little old lady, just flew past me. I was like, she got on gray hair and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just I think we got too bad, and I think we need a reboot. and a redo over.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for it.
Okay. Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. How they say, it is what it
What you
is.
talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Linda, Linda. Listen.
Okay.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh?
Got him! Got him!
And this is Hood Talk, and this is Mr. Know-It-All, and we are signing off, and we'll see y'all tomorrow for a hot pack tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll see you
You
tomorrow.
won't be bored. Tomorrow is only a day.